Hey Life Community family, thank you for taking a minute to stop and listen to the Word of God with me as we send you this daily devotion. I want to read you a short passage from Matthew chapter 8, verse 1. It says, "When Jesus came down from the mountainside, large crowds followed him. And a man with leprosy came and kneeled before him. 'Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean.' Jesus reached out his hand and he touched the man. 'I am willing,' he said, 'be clean.' Immediately he was cleansed of his leprosy." It may seem like a simple story, maybe you heard it in Sunday school, but there's something beautiful from this passage that I think is helpful. You see, maybe you've heard this idea that Jesus heals a man with leprosy, but if you look at what the Greek actually says, the Greek word actually there is neither translated various skin diseases or contagious skin diseases. You see, the whole idea of what the author Matthew is trying to show you here is that the power of Jesus' love was more powerful than the disease that the leopard had. You see, back in that day, there was this idea that if you touch a leopard, if you touch someone who was sick, if you touch someone who was unclean, that the power of their uncleanliness was so powerful that it would overtake you. But Jesus is saying is that the power of God and the power of love overtakes evil and disease and anything that seeks to destroy your life. So some of you may be wondering, Kyle, are you saying that this social distancing thing is a crock and we shouldn't do it? Not at all. But what I am telling you is that there's a spirit of fear. We're becoming isolated in our relationships. And what I want to tell you is that love is more powerful than fear, and human connection is more powerful than isolation. So what I want to encourage you to do is follow Jesus' example and show that love is more powerful than separation. It could be as simple as picking up the phone and texting one of our healthcare workers and saying, "I am praying for you right now. Thank you so much for risking your life to serve folks." Maybe it's calling one of your elderly neighbors and saying, "Hey, can I make a grocery store run for you?" Maybe it's dropping off toilet paper at someone's house because they don't have it and just saying, "Hey, I love you and I'm praying for you." Friends, what I want to encourage you to do is take a moment to stop thinking about the stress in your life and think about the power of God that lives in you and through you. And I think what's going to happen is twofold. Number one is that God will use you to bless someone else in this time. And number two, this will bless you. Why? Because I believe when we stop focusing on our own stress and worries and start focusing up on others, it relieves our anxiety because we're no longer consistently thinking about ourselves, our problems, and our struggles. So let the love of God work in you and through you to reach out, cross those lines, and find a way to be a blessing to someone. Show them that the love of God is more powerful than fear and isolation, and let Jesus work through you. I'm excited to hear stories of what God does in and through you.